very warm welcome to you all. Namaste. Welcome to your October reading with me, and Scorpio, this is your reading. We're using these cards here. They are a new set of cards that I have received. They are particularly energetic and lively and accurate, so I think they give out some really good interpretive messages. October still portends to be a busy month astrologically, with a lot of difficult sort of planetary movements and possible energies coming. So it's a month that we will see activity and probably feel some of the various pullings and goings and comings in our lives. But with that aside, let's see what is in store for you guys with these cards here in front of you. But before I started your reading, I did pull a card from the Keeper of Light deck as well, and you received the Light Body Mercury. Now that's about open communication. We'll work on that at the end of the reading and look into that a little bit more as well. So Scorpio, your reading for October. Let's see what cards are coming first. 6 cards we are using. Woman holding a coin. Magician and the Mirror. Strategy. Storm warning. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. And deceit. Okay, so we have pulled a few of the more tempestuous cards, it looks like, for you guys, Scorpio, with the storm warning and the deceit going on there. But we'll work through those when we get to them. In between both of those, you have that beautiful light card, number 40, the 6th chakra, spreading all that light and energy across to both of the ones on either side of it. So interesting placement. Number 42, a woman holding a coin. So as we go to start with your reading, up in the top left-hand corner up here with the woman holding the coin, we note that her and the one next to them, the Magician and the Mirror, are actually very powerful and benevolent cards as well. So is this one here, the 6th chakra. It's only these two down here that have messages for you about watching out about other people, most likely, in your reading for the month. So you start off on a great buoyancy of energy coming in and some really positive messages. That woman holding the coin, most of you, it is likely to be a woman. So if you are female and listening to this reading, this could very well be about yourself. So it could be in terms of two ways. Either you yourself are receiving financial benefit and you are the recipient of money coming in, or it could be that there is a woman around who is the creator of an extra amount of income coming your way. So this could be by way of a pay rise or a new job that pays better, or even a job offer for those of you who have been unemployed. It could be a inheritance or a loan as well. But whatever the outcome for male and female viewing this video, it is someone in or around your life who has this ability to help your monetary trail in life, and it is a sign of some sort of incremental jump. So obviously you could spend a lot of time going over that in whichever way it might be, but those are some of the options. One of the other ways to think about this card as well is that if you are female watching this, you may be the person who also is able to offer some financial support to someone in your life or within your community. It might be that you become a benefactor one way or another. So whichever way you view this card, it is a particularly promising, positive, energetic card, and a great way to start your monthly reading with such positive energy there as a great support mechanism for the rest of the reading as well. Now we come to the next card on the left, and it is the Magician and the Mirror, card number 53. I guess you could say it would be very much like the Magician card in the traditional tarot deck. So it holds quite a magical stance, and the Magician card has always been one of my very favourites because I feel it does offer a time of magical opportunity if we can see it or feel it or grasp it. Now some of the words in the book for this particular card are really lovely, so I am going to choose to read them out. This card represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the magician's left hand is a flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin and the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive this card, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life. And just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and into your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. And I just felt that had to be read to you because it was very empowering. The words alone, they hold a great enforcement of helping that energy to come through, to be passed through the cards, through the reading and directly onto you. And I find it no coincidence then that the card directly beneath it is this 6th chakra archangel Metatron, who is a powerful angel who works in the white light energies and is activating your third eye chakra, which is where we gain all our clairvoyant energies, our messages, our psychic insight, our connection to our soul. So this reading is more powerful than it would first appear, and I think that the words from that magician card, if you focus on that as the month goes on, it will give you great strength and ability to work through anything like these that are here at the bottom and be able to pick up on them before they cause problems and get them sorted and stacked away or moved out of your life. So yeah, as I say, I think this is a good reading for you guys to really tune into and figure out where you want to direct your benevolence that's coming for the month. If we come over to here to card number 3, we see the strategy. And it's in position 3 and it adds up to a 3. Now strategy is all about formulating something so that it has more power. And we've more or less just said that with the magician. So this message is even more reinforced. So if there's something going on in your life that you're teetering on, oh gosh, how do I do this? Or how do I get from A to B? Or how do I structure this in my life? These more messages about sitting down and formulating a specific plan. Don't just let it float by or put haphazard or half-hacked attitude into it. If you feel like an opportunity is coming, or if you feel you're at a time in your life where there is this possibility of changes or adding new direction or passion or power to a certain part of your life, get onto it, form the strategies and put them into written form in particular, which is why there's a feather there, but a feather used to be a writing tool, remember? So when we form lists and write things down, we gain more clarity about directions, even if it's a chart that you're making or a pie graph or something. It could be to do with your savings, it could be to do with your education or your career, or it could be to do with creative resources that you're working through. But whatever it is, you need to apply some sort of strategy to a project or area of your life that has been flapping about in the wind as if it didn't have a proper anchor or a proper direction. And when you do that, you will begin to feel the strength of this project returning, and you will begin to sense the direction that it needs to head in. So we come down here to storm warning, And it's exactly how it looks. It's a wee bit of an ominous looking card. But what it tells us is that there's a possibility that we are heading into either a physical storm, which is a possibility. There are plenty of those around the planet at the moment. So for some of you watching, you might be living in areas where there is a physical storm on its way. And if so, that means to prepare yourself appropriately. There are enough resources now anywhere that you can find out the sort of things that you need to have in your home to get through a storm. So, you know, be prepared, have that preparedness action plan so that you have all your resources under control. Yeah, there are a lot of storms on the planet, and there will continue to be storms, especially around this particular time. The astrological lineup is part of that. So is the sun's hyperactivity that we've had lately with all of the X flares. And there are still flaring actions going on the sun, so it will create more severe storms yet. The other references that this card can mean are more allegorical, so it's like a storm within your life. Now this can be your own personal inner storm, that you're fighting something that you need to change at a level within yourself, or this can be a storm that involves a few people. You can see the tempestuous nature of the card. It can get quite volatile. I think we would liken this card to the Tower in the tarot deck. So this type of energy enables us again to clear out debris that we don't want. It enables us to change direction in life, to restructure. So it's not necessarily a bad card, but it can be quick and sudden and surging and strong. So it is like a physical storm when you think about it. As the storm rolls in, the air becomes electrified and dark and wet and windy and, you know, wild energies. And then as it passes over, all that's left behind is the debris, and the skies are blue again, and often the wind has gone. And then we go out and we go, my God, look at this. Well, this is the same thing as an inner storm. It needs to still be acted upon, the items need to be addressed, and the issues need to be dealt with. So it's telling you what is the storm that's coming, and make sure that you have your inner resources ready to deal with it. If it means you need to hunker down from people around you and sort of lay low, do that. If it means that you need to board things up so that they can't get into you and they can't attack you, do that. It'll be different for each one of you, obviously. But remember, we come to this one here, number 40, the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, powerful angel with amazing white light energies to help bring protection in particular to you and your family or your loved ones around you. So you will get that sense of energy through your third eye, which is about clairvoyant messages in particular, synchronistic events, things like that. So listen to your gut instinct, your intuitive awareness, which Scorpio, you are very actually, you know, keyed into. You're a very psychic, astrological realm. So utilize this beautiful white light that's coming and just call on this archangel. Speak to him whenever you feel the need, or whenever you feel that you would like more clarity around a situation, or more support, or more protection. Some of you might also find that your top of your head area is activated one way or another. You might feel tingling sensations, you might feel a greater awareness or connection to spiritual essences, and kind of the feeling of etheric energies coming in. Some of you might also feel the physical side, headaches and pain around that top part of your head or across your eyes. Some of you may even need eye tests or have your glasses rechecked, or some of you might need to get glasses for the first time. Those are some of the other messages that arrive with cards like that. Number 25, the last one for the reading for the month, is deceit. And he again is one to really ponder upon and to watch out for. He would remind me very much of the 7 of Swords, and indeed his number is a 7. So it's a little bit about being careful who you trust in your life at this point in time. It generally tends to suggest that there is someone around you who is being deceitful or carrying out some form of deceitful activity. So you need to be aware. You know, it's all very well just going, oh, okay, you know, so there's someone out there who I shouldn't trust. You know, that's a horrible, rotten person. Ooh, yuck, they're nasty. Yeah, they are, but you have to know who they are to stop them having any effect on your life. So you need to be aware again. Deceitful people usually get that way because they get away with what they're doing. It's hidden agenda. They do it surreptitiously, under cover of stuff. So just make sure you're very careful with new people that you bring on board, that they are trustworthy. And this would go for the likes of if you're employing someone, you know, if you own a business and you're taking on new employees, make sure you do a proper credit check on them and a reference check. The same thing if you were buying something like a car or a house, make sure you're checking everything, because these are the times when deceitful energies can be around. This can also be possibly someone within your actual current circle who is spreading untruth rumours about you, or doing things behind your back that are going to cause a negative effect for you. So it's just a card to be aware and keep your private information to yourself, and don't go engaging in rumours and activity about other people either at this time, because usually it backfires on you. Keep your, like your intellectual property to yourself. Don't give away your bank account numbers and things like that. It's times like this when you can also get identity theft happen. The other thing that the card could represent is that you're being deceitful to yourself about something, that you're not being honest about something in your own life. So you need to address, what is it you're hiding from? Or what is it you're hiding from other people as well, that you're too afraid to let them see the real you? So the card can have quite a lot of different meanings, and it depends how it's going to affect you individually in your personal reading. But if it is about yourself, you need to, again, you need to address it. You need to go in with yourself a little bit more, call upon this magical energy up here of the Magician and bring it down here and say, why am I not being true to myself? What is it I'm not facing? What is it I'm afraid to let other people know about me? And then you try and put it all together like a jigsaw puzzle, so that you're aligning more of the who you are and the who you want to be with the who you represent or put yourself out to the public as. So there we are, Scorpio. It turned out to be a very powerful reading for you, and one that I think will be really beneficial, especially with these two cards here and also this one. Even this one telling you about how to strategize something to get it activated again and moving forward. So October could be a powerful month for you in many ways, addressing people who are going to, just turf them out, move them to the side. Don't enable them to power over you. So it's like disenabling them, removing negativity from your life in certain ways, and reharnessing your own power and your own majesty, and certainly some sort of financial energy around you as well. So with that, we will put these cards away, and I will very briefly show you the last card that was yours, which is this one here, Mercury, about open communication. And I think quite a few of those cards led themselves to be about communication indeed. So this one says, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. And we kind of addressed that towards the end of your reading anyhow. So I'm just trying to focus for you the card. Sometimes the words are in focus and other times the picture itself is. So a beautiful card to ponder upon for the last part of your reading. Glorious colours there. The blue is always, it's a soothing colour, but at the same time it's an activating colour. So blue is often about communication and the art of it, and learning to speak your truth and stand up for yourself. So there you are, Scorpios. You go ahead and have a wonderful October and really enjoy the powerful energies coming your way. Attach onto them and utilise them for your best gains and efforts. Thank you all for listening, liking, subbing, and leaving your comments behind, because I do love to read them. If any of you wish to have a private reading with me, just follow the link below the video. So have a wonderful October, everyone. Much love, take care, namaste.